of the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And coming to you today, now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Luka Doncic. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Jusuf Nurkic. Robert Covington out there with Little. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Jones in at the 2. Now here's Porzingis. Out to Doncic. There's the 3. Portland grabs the miss. Tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Jones, the pass to Lillard. Over Doncic. He can't get that one to fall. Now Dallas takes it the other way. About a minute played so far here in the first. Good on the bucket.
Boy, a strong, versatile offensive player. Doncic capable of burning you from anywhere on the floor.
Lillard fires away from way outside. They get it back.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip end.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Here's Doncic after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Here's Lillard following the score by Dallas. Shoots over Doncic. Lillard misses.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Here's Finney Smith, and he drops it in from the low post.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession for the Trailblazers. Cantor checked in for Jusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Norman Powell subbed in for Jones. Then for the Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein. He's checked in for Marjanovic. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now Cantor. After Tim Hardaway missed from long range. Count it, good.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
1:36 left in the first quarter. Brunson against McCollum. Redick surveying the D. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Brunson. And that one hits back iron.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
And Anthony gets it to go.
And Anthony, really one of the most confident jump shooters. An elite level scorer who gets plenty of opportunities.
Now here's Brunson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. They get the rebound. Powell out to Hardaway. Launches it. Hands it from downtown.
You know, with good shooting form and technique and a knack for scoring, Hardaway Jr. is confident with the deep ball.
46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Up again. Cauley Stein grabs the board. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Burke, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Mavericks leading by 5. Brunson the pass to Burke.
Switch.
One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Giant. Back to McCollum. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Outside Hardaway. Fires for 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that does it for the first quarter. Mavericks lead. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he...
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from...
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, Jalen Brunson out there with Trey Burke. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Powell in at the 4. Hardaway passes to Cauley Stein. Powell against Hardaway. Oh, McCollum in position. And that's going to be a travel. Brunson with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside, Redick. Shoots over Powell. The shot that time, not on target. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Back to Giants. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Mavericks leading by 5. Here's Brunson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Brunson's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Dallas. Portland with the ball. McCollum outside. No good from outside. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Doncic looking it over. Tries from 16. Marjanovic. Great positioning on the putback. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Passes to Powell. Back to McCollum. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. The importance of the 3-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, There are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much.
Exactly what Richardson can do on the drive. I mean, he can handle the ball. He's got a quick step, and he can finish when he gets to the rim.
Lillard against Doncic. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Bogdanovich. Simons, he's checked in for Derek Jones. Trey Burke's checked in for Dallas. Lillard from outside. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
A physical big. Nurkic embracing, going up and attracting the contact when he's trying to score.
And both free throws good for Nurkic. 1:31 left in the first half of basketball. Now here's Burke. Doncic outside. Off target with his three. Trailblazers trail by 9. Lillard right side. Porzingis with the steal. Nurkic against Doncic. They get it again. Marjanovic kicks to Richardson. The wide open look here for Porzingis. No good with the triple. Portland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Lillard. Almost, but it rolls out.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
That one goes in. Marjanovic has got 6 here in this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Lillard. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Here's Doncic. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's good off the back rim and in. Doncic has got 8.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here is Lillard. With the putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second. And so it's Dallas. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. And Kenny, along with the incredible production Luka Doncic is his leadership. That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Jones. And it's Little in at the 3-second. Lillard with the bucket.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Mavericks leading by 6. Now Doncic, he's got 8, and he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 10.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. Passed a little. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Here's Brunson. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Here's Nurkic. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Little's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Cauley Stein. That one wide left.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
The pass to Lillard. Over Brunson. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Redick on the wing. No points in the game yet for him. Shoots from 12. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hardaway with the steal. Outside, Redick. Pass to Hardaway. Outside, Redick. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Boy, Powell showing you great aggressiveness that time, fighting hard to come up with that offensive rebound.
Covington dishes to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story. And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Now here's Little. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Now it's just a 3-point Maverick lead.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Dallas also making the switch. Burks has checked in. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
McCollum, no good. Mavericks leading by 3. Cauley Stein passes to Burke. All alone. Count that one.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Out left to the wing. And Cauley Stein over to help. Kicks it out to McCollum. Over Hardaway. Unloads from 13. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
Now here's Burke. Unloads from 13. And it's Portland with the rebound. Anthony taking his time here. Pass to McCollum. at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 3. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Mavericks, they got Porzingis, Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
Cantor, the pass to Simons. Back to Cantor. Out to Anthony. Shot clock at 5.
And Melo, a skilled shooter. If he gets a clean look, you expect him to make it.
Here's Doncic. One minute now into this fourth quarter. Richardson outside. 6 to shoot. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
Cantor, high post. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Powell, the pass to Simons. Off target with the open look.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Little, he's checked in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Mavericks leading by 5. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Marjanovic has got 4 points this quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Lillard from deep three-point land. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now, here's Richardson. It's to Porzingis. Back to Richardson. A 3. The shot comes out. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Little, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Porzingis with the ball. Lillard picks him up. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Knocks down the 3 ball. And it's a 10-point Maverick lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
And here is Marjanovic after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Covington. And McCollum subbed in for Norman Powell. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Lillard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
And he makes both free throws.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Coley Stein comes in for Marjanovic. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Mavericks leading by 5. Doncic left side. Richardson finds Doncic. Unloads from 13. The offensive rebound. Down low. Here's Cauley Stein, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Lillard way outside. Portland again missing. First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8.
And Cauley Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
He dialed that one up from long distance.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Doncic, no good.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
And Kanter able to finish.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
Here's Doncic from deep three-point range. The shot, no good. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The lights of downtown reflecting off the Willamette River in this terrific look at the picturesque city of Portland. D.A.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Porter is out there with Gordon, and it's Rivers. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Damian Lillard. Robert Covington out there with Little. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the 2 guard. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Here's Jokic, and the layup is good.
A little bit of hustle, a little bit of energy. Jokic right now pounding the offensive glass and not quitting on these possessions.
Lillard outside. Covington in the corner. Lillard attacking. And it's sent back by Jokic. They retain possession. First quarter just over a minute played. To the middle. It's stolen by Jones. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
Passes it to Jokic. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Porter passes to Jokic. Clock at 6. Drills the elbow jumper. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator. You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
Now Rivers, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. It's stolen by Jones. Porter against Lillard.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Gordon kicks to Rivers. Over to the left wing. Jokic against Lillard. And Jokic gets it to go. Jokic has got 6. And Jokic likes physical play. Trent, he embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got brothers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we see.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Harrison with the tip. Jokic on the follow. He's got 8.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Nuggets making a change here. Green's checked in. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's McCollum. Shot clock at 6. Puts one up from 19. No good off the back of the rim.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Rivers.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
There's 57 seconds left here in the first quarter. McCollum, no good. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete, Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks. Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Now here's McCollum. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Gordon, the pass to Harrison. Here's the dish to Green. Pass to Rivers. Denver needs to get off his shot. Powell with the steal. Here's McCollum. Ball's knocked loose. Giants. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Denver on top. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still as competitive as they come. Here's what he had to say.
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland. At the 2 and the 3, McCollum and Little. Ennis Cantor is out there with Anthony, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
A different look now for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for Little, and Norman Powell subbed in for Anthony Simons. Harrison scanning the floor. McGee inside. He's against Cantor. On the clock. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence as these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Porter. And Porter putting it right back in. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Anthony, the pass to Giles. Back to Anthony. Jokic with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And it's blocked. And he gets it back. Harrison kicks to McGee. Here's Jokic. Rebound by the Trailblazers. It's McCollum on the wing. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. And the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. No retained possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Morris looking over the floor. Pass to Gordon. Good D by Covington.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And it's Little finishing it off.
Now that's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
Rivers finds Porter. Covington against Jokic. And there's the call on Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Gordon.
That's the kind of D you want from your big fella Nurkic there. Make sure he is contesting the shot. Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Lillard dishes to Little. Back to Lillard. We've got 1:13 left in the second quarter.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
For Denver, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Jokic on top, defended by Covington. Jokic, no good. Portland trailing here. Covington passes to Jones. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
It's his first trip to the line.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than average numbers.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. Rivers kicks to Porter. Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Back to Gordon. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
One thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
Passes it to Jokic. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the inside. Outside, Porter. Back to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. And another miss by Denver. Here's Jones. And it goes down 2 points. Jones has got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Trailblazers. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. And he doesn't get talked about that much, but Yusuf Nurkic, big. And that's going to do.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Michael Porter. Now here's Gordon. With some arc. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
And the dunk by Covington.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. 6 on the shot clock. Porter passes to Jokic. The kick out to Porter. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Here's Lillard following the basket by Jokic. And then Lillard slams it in.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Millsap in the corner. Rivers against Jones. Rivers kicks to Jokic. Over Jones. And it's Jokic missing.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Lobs it up for Cantor. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Rivers. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Yeah, you can't leave people open around Jokic, and the offense is set up to have cutters and movement. They'll take advantage of the defense if they sleep.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 12. Porter with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Harry Giles is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Little. Norman Powell's checked in for Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Pass to Giles. Outside Anthony. Here's Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Cantor is a monster on the offensive glass.
Morris passes to Harrison. Here's Chanshaw. Back to Harrison. 6 to shoot. He dishes it to McGee. Down low. That one goes. Count it.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
McCollum outside. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. A shot off that time. Good work defensively by Morris. On up the court. Taken away by Anthony. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Giles leading the charge. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Giles has got the lead up to 9 now for Portland.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
17 seconds left here in the third quarter. Chanshaw, the pass to McGee. Here's Chanshaw. Clock at 4. Back to McGee. Portland grabs the miss. Cantor's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Powell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First trip to the line for him here. The first free throw is good. Denver making a switch here. Good on both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Anthony out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Outside for Millsap. Rebounded by Covington. Trailblazers leading by 11. It's McCollum with the drive. It's tipped. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last for the Trailblazers. Little, he's checked in for Anthony. Jones comes in for C.J. McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Denver also making some changes. Jokic comes in for JaMychal Green. And Porter subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. Gordon finds Millsap. That one doesn't drop. And it's Portland the other way. At the elbow, it's Little. And it's Little finishing it off.
Elite passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. To the paint, here's Millsap. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And that's now 6 points for Paul Millsap. And for Portland, they're shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Now, here's Lillard. He's guarded closely. And then Lillard slams it in.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
Kicks it to Porter. It's Jokic top of the key. Porter passes to Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. 5 on the clock. Gordon throws it down as the official calls the foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
There's more and more complete appreciation for how complete the offensive game of Damian Lillard is.
Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say, as a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Yeah, all night long, he's just been on it. He's feeling it, and Lillard will start to call his own number in some of these sets.
Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Jokic, no good. Trailblazers leading by 18. Jones looking for an opening. He kicks it to Lillard. No good on the three.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the second chance effort by Gordon.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Damian Lillard.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Jokic kicks to Rivers. Back to Jokic. Nurkic with the steal. Jones up top. Lillard outside. From deep. Again, the miss by Lillard. Left side, Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lillard with no one around hits the three-point bomb. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
And the Clippers starting five. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Jackson, and it's George in at the two-guard spot. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Yusuf Nurkic. Derek Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Little, and it's Covington in at the four spot.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Lillard fires away from way outside, and it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Now here's Jackson. There's three-pointers off the mark. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And Covington gets it to go on the assist by Little.
All-out effort all the time. Covington was undrafted, and he's worked his way into NBA minutes.
Here's George. Pass to Jackson. Back to George. Shoots the three. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Good timing on the putback. Leonard with such great instincts for this.
It's Covington on the wing. Lillard scanning the floor. And Lillard throws it down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
George played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
Now, here's Lillard. To the wing on the left. Nurkic kicks to Covington. Got a piece of it. Just 5 on the clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. It's hauled in by George.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
And here's Leonard from 3. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Kicks it out to Lillard. It's rebounded by Leonard. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And here's George for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Pushing it up. Here's Lillard. Oh!
Yes! Yes!
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
From deep, George. Portland grabs the miss.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school. And it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set. Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Beverly, the pass to Kennard. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Here's McCollum. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Mann. A three-pointer, no good.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
McCollum, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Mann, tipped back in for two.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
And it's McCollum off the drive. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. They recover it.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he...
I look to the times where...
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Trailblazers. At the 2 and the 3, McCollum and Little. And as Cantor is out there with Anthony, and it's Simons in at the point. Portland shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
George looking around. A three-pointer off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's sent back by George. Here's Mann. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's McCollum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
A different look now for Portland. Norkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Little. Rondo with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Back to George. And that one is good.
Facing up from mid-range, George could have tried to drive, but takes what the defense gives him.
Here's Lillard. He's got 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. Portland shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
A different look now for Portland. Little, he's checked in for McCollum. And Jones subbed in for Anthony Simons. George against Jones. George passes to Zubac. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Paul George.
You know, offensive rebound is largely about hustle. Paul George plays with great energy and focus.
Lillard attacking. No good that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And now the fast break. George with the ball. It's good from long range. George has got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
To the left side wing. Leonard against Lillard. Lock at 6. And Lillard throws it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. George passes to Zubac, and that one drops.
We know about George's ability as a scorer, but he's also unselfish and a skilled playmaker.
There's 1:38 left here in the second. Lillard, the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Passes it to George. Inside, Nurkic with the steal. One-on-one fast break. And there's Lillard on the assist by Jones. And now it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Kennard's checked in. And it's Leonard missing. Trailblazers leading by 12. Here's Anthony. It's rebounded by Leonard. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Zubac finds Kennard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And here's Leonard from three. That shot no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yes, that goes in.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
32 seconds left now here in the second. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Leonard attacking. Here's Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Zubac has got 6 points.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. With 2 seconds left, and that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 10.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. And no doubt that C.J. McCollum's a great player all the time. But Shaq... And that...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
So for the Clippers right now, we've got Patrick Beverly. Batuma's out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the small forward position. And they're pushing it up. And Lillard throws it down.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Beverly up top, covered by Lillard. Cousins trying to free himself up.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Nurkic. And he banks in the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 20.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Out to the wing. Man passes to Beverly. Here's Man. Over in the corner, Beverly. 4 on the clock. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Outside for Jackson. And here's George for 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Little. Norman Powell's checked in for Derek Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Lillard. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. So he gets them both. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And here's McCollum. He's got 10. Plays it up and banks it in. McCollum's got 12 in the game.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
And here's George for 3. But they recover it. No good on that one. Portland leading by 20. Here's Powell. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
Los Angeles with another miss. Trailblazers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Pass to Batum. Back to George.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Giles kicks to Powell. McCollum against George. Shot clock at 6. Kept alive. Clippers trail by 20. Batum passes to Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Anthony. Unable to get that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. George, that's a two-pointer. The offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback. Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Now McCollum. Here's Giles. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Giles has got his second bucket of the game to go. George from deep three-point land. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. What a defensive effort they put on Cole. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got McCollum, Hunter Covington out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Simons in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Leonard against McCollum. Shoots over Leonard. Kicks it out to McCollum. Clock is at 3. Lets it go from 14. And Kanter able to finish.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And there's the pass to Leonard. Goes back up. Out to Morris. Nobody near Leonard. The 17-footer goes down.
Off the catch, Leonard with the quick trigger. Nothing but money.
Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. And it's Simons missing.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Here's Simons. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. McCollum against Rondo.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Clippers trail by 19. Leonard on the wing. This one for 3. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Shot on the wing. Anthony's shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. A 3 from Morris. And here's Leonard from 3. But they get it back. Outside for Rondo. Lets it go from deep. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Anthony dishes to Covington. Releases. Offensive rebound. Kanter, the pass to Anthony. To the middle. Kanter finds Anthony from deep three-point range. That one, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Leonard, that's for 2. And too long on the shot.
The thing is, you want to do everything you can to help your team, and sometimes you just try to do too much.
The 3 from Anthony. Drills it from outside.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
And now we've got the intentional foul. A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Cousins, and Georgia subbed in for Jackson. 1:51 left in the fourth. Leonard from deep three-point land. Morris misses the follow-up. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Los Angeles has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
What I like about Kawhi's shot, no matter the distance, always seems to be on balance.
In the corner, it's Little. Pass to Giles. Jones from outside. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers trail by 19.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Trailblazers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Damian Lillard.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Takes a 3, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
On the heels of this run, you wonder, where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
flexing at the rack. Leonard doing what he can to fire up his teammates.
Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. And that one's good. Lillard. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And Leonard has it in the corner. Back to George. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Though he doesn't show a lot of expression, PG-13 is ultra competitive. Claps back from distance.
Lillard way outside. It's off. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Their fans are ready, and if this shot from earlier is any indication...
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Yusuf Nurkic. Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Little, and it's Covington in at the power forward. And for the Mavericks, Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Richardson, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Porzingis. Nurkic with the steal. Jones kicks to Lillard. Launches a 3. They get it again.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip-in.
And here are the Mavericks now. Now here's Doncic. Chris, it doesn't matter if they're two of the best teams in the league or the two worst. When these guys get together, these rivals, it's always fun.
Yeah, Kevin, you're so right. When it's a conference rivalry, that's even better. They know each other so well, and that doesn't make them friends.
Here's Lillard after Luka Doncic's bucket. Lillard scanning the floor.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the Heat. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Here's Doncic. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lillard against Doncic. Here's Nurkic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
280 pounds. I mean, Nurkic, he's a handful to deal with at times. I mean, you got to foul him.
Good on the second free throw. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Richardson with it. The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And the foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. To the left wing, Lillard from outside.
You got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing. Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Marjanovic, no good. Covington passes a little. Back to Covington. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And it's clear Covington isn't bashful. He welcomes any opportunity he gets to score inside.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And that one's good. Doncic.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
The Mavericks pull it in. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Richardson with it. He's picked up by Little.
He's an underrated playmaker. I mean, I think Richardson's team-first approach is huge for the rest of the squad.
Trailblazers trail by 3. 1:58 left to play in the first quarter. And it's good. 2 points.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Now the pass to Marjanovic. Here's Richardson. Dallas moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. And they double up Doncic. Fires at the elbow. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Nurkic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Doncic passes to Richardson. And about 1:01 left in the first quarter of the game. Lillard against Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And you want more of this from Doncic. He's good at reading shot trajectories. Love his aggressiveness.
Here's Lillard. The tray. Nurkic trying to get open. Again, the miss by Lillard.
He has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Dallas shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And the first one drops.
I mean, the ability of Richardson to instantly elevate your team's play is incredible. He can score, he can facilitate, whatever you need to succeed.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Powell comes in for Porzingis. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic.
It was great to see Cantor's willingness to bang and bump down low. He brings so much toughness to his team.
The Trailblazers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And Cantor drops them both. 19 seconds left in the first. Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Drops in the layup for 2.
Now, they tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
From deep. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Anthony is out there with Giles. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum. And it's Powell in at the 2 spot. And the wide open shot from Redick misses the 3. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Powell, and it's blocked. And he recovers it. It's stolen by Anthony. And Kanter throws it down.
And look at Kanter rise up. Good anticipation for the big man to go for the alley.
And here's Brunson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kicks to Hardaway. Redick against Powell. Cauley-Stein. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Oh, and when Cauley-Stein is cutting to the hoop after the screen, his teammates are doing their best to get him to rock. He is so good at finishing as the roller after the pick.
And here's McCollum for 3. Redick with the rebound. For Dallas, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
You see the length helping Cauley-Stein right there? I mean, that's what allows him to be a factor on the board.
Outside Anthony, pass to Giles. Back to Anthony, kicks it out to McCollum. And a miss there on the triple. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Cauley-Stein finds Redick. Brunson against Anthony. And it's good for 2. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league. And there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Here's Hardaway. Up again. Cauley-Stein kicks to Brunson. Back to Cauley-Stein. The shot will not fall.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
McCollum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Gotta love the aggressiveness of McCullough. He doesn't back down from the defense. Embraces getting hit while shooting.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Giles. Simons, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony. Lillard against Richardson. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
They get the rebound. Passes it to Burke. Inside. Tries again. And Marjanovic with the layup. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 7 now for Dallas.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Lillard against Richardson. Jacks up a 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Dallas leading by 7. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. Marjanovic kicks to Porzingis. Back to Marjanovic. Shoots over Lillard. Marjanovic, no good. And for Portland, they're shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. And the basket by McCollum.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here. Only 1 of 5 this quarter.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Pass to Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Now Lillard.
Good job, just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds. And that does it for our half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Dallas, Dwight Powell is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Brunson in at the point.
And one thing you talk about with Lillard, great at all times, but absolutely lethal in the clutch. Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Brunson against Lillard. Lays it up off the glass. Brunson's got his second basket of the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they continue to control the glass. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
Now, how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And the basket by Lillard.
The star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent with tremendous record.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Portland making a change here. Cantor's checked in. Redick with it. Jones covering. Here's Brunson. Offensive rebound.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Lillard from deep three-point land. But they'll get another chance. Back to Cantor. Out left to the wing. Lets the three fly. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Zinkis, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Dwight Powell. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Out to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And now a 9-point Maverick lead.
I mean, like the kick out there, recognizing there's more room outside than inside.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Trailblazers keep it alive. Back to Cantor. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. 5 on the clock. Nurkic trying to get open. Leaps for it. And finally they hit one. Nurkic has got 5 now.
Well, no doubt Nurkic knows how to get it done inside. I mean, using all of his height to find the shot.
Doncic outside, right wing. Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Cantor. Trailblazers trail by 7. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and, Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Outside Hardaway. Right side Porzingis. The 8-footer. And that one, good. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. 7-point differential. Tips it. And Cantor able to finish.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Cantor has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Hardaway. Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Brunson, good.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
McCollum against Brunson. McCollum dishes to Cantor. To the inside. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 6.
You can't forget about McCollum from there, proving once again that he's not just a jump shooter.
Brunson the pass to Richardson. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brunson finds Richardson. Marjanovic. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Outside Anthony. Here's Cantor. Misses the baby hook. The third quarter comes to a close. It's Dallas. They lead by 7. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the floor for Portland, we've got Robert Covington, also Enes Kanter out there, C.J. McCollum out there with Anthony, and it's Simons in at the point guard.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Outside Anthony. Covington kicks to Anthony. Kanter trying to free himself up. Offline with his 3. Mavericks leading by 9. Here's Doncic. Out to Porzingis from downtown. Good on the triple.
Such assertiveness. This is why Porzingis is a go-to option on offense. Never afraid to take a big shot.
McCollum outside. The pass to Simons. For 3, Covington. The Mavericks pull it in. Marjanovic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Kanter against Doncic. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith. Here's Doncic. Drilled from 11 feet out. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
Back to McCollum. Lets it go with a 3. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Doncic outside. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
It's Covington on the wing. No good from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those 2.
Mavericks making a switch here. Burks is checked in. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Little comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Derek Jones, he's checked in for McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Trailblazers trail by 12. Jones in the post, guarded by Doncic.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy has no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Here's Doncic. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? To the paint. Here's Lillard. And Jones with the stop. 1:07 left in the 4th quarter.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Mavericks.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Luka Doncic.
there wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
34 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Burt can't get it to go.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Jones, no one around him. Off target from the baseline. And so here is Dallas. They've led by as many as 14 points. Marjanovic, and the layup's good off the glass.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Not going to go that time. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. So, David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
They say misery loves company, and both teams now suffering with injuries. But in the end, it balances out.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. We've got Little. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Lillard in at the 1. And for the Nuggets, we've got Gordon. He's out there with Jokic. Porter is out there with Austin Rivers. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, you know what I like to say? Persistence pays. And with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
Lillard way outside. From beyond the arc and then some. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Lillard looking around. Stolen by Gordon. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Shoots over Nurkic. The Nuggets with another miss. And here's Portland. Lillard with no one around. And the Trailblazers another 3.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
And it's Jokic in the corner. The 3. And the rebound by Nurkic.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Here's Lillard, and it's sent back by Jokic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. For Denver, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this, Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick? He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
And so here's Denver. After Nasir Little's bucket, it's stolen by Jones. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Covington with the ball. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Now the dish to Gordon. The Nuggets moving the ball around. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Trailblazers leading by 6. Here's Little. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Need more of this from Jokic. When he's active on defense, he's a capable shot blocker.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Harrison's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Little. And it's Simons in for Lillard. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. Green comes in for Michael Porter. And a switch here also for Portland. McCollum's checked in.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Giles checked in for Robert Covington. And Norman Powell subbed in for Anthony Simons. Here's Millsap. It's deflected. And here again, the Trailblazers in transition. Up the court they go. The shot by Powell, no good.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Here's Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And here are the Nuggets now. Portland making their last shot. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And that's Gordon's game now. You can't give him room to hit the launch pad, because if he does, he's throwing it down every time.
It's Powell on the wing. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Nuggets. 56 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Gordon. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first. Now here's McCollum. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. There's the triple. Millsap grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 6. Goes up, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
You give Gordon a chance to get out and run, give him room. I mean, this guy can cover ground in a hurry. You got to close out on him early, or he's going to make you pay for it.
Now here's McCollum. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. There's the pass to Anthony. Shot clock at 5. Basket counts.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a...
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Trailblazers lead by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second.
Selfless. I mean, you need to put your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Trailblazers?
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. At the 2 and the 3, McCollum and Little. Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point. McGee against Kanter. Excellent D that time there from McGee. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. trailing by 4. Gordon, the pass to Rivers. Fires from deep. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Kicks to McCollum. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. A pass to Gordon. Throws down the alley-oop slam. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious. And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Monday Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for Anthony Simons. Porter with it. Hollis Jefferson's there. Back to Jokic. The shot, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Kicks it out to Lillard. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. Chalk up 2 there. Green's got the lead up to 3 now for Denver.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. They get it back. Nuggets have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooter. Porter passes to Jokic. Porter against Lillard. Shoots from 12. Porter, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's Jones, and Jones slams it home.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
Pass to Porter. Outside Gordon. Down low, Nurkic with the steal. Unhindered, going all the way. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Inside. Back to Jokic. Shoots from the line. Green controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 1. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Covington passes to Nurkic. It's good.
Nurkic doesn't take a lot of bad shots, so when he decides to pull up off the dribble, you know he's feeling it.
Passes it to Gordon. Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Back to Jokic. And it's Denver scoring again.
Boy, the mid-range J of Jokic, I like it a lot. I mean, you got to D this guy up from that area, or he'll scorch you.
Lillard from outside. No good there. Got it off in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Nuggets ahead. They're up by 1. It's time now.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. What a start it was for Aaron Gordon. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds. And that's a wrap with the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then it's Porter. Then there's Austin Rivers. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Jokic high post. He feeds it to Gordon. Teardrop shot. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. Robert Covington picks one up.
Boy, you look at Gordon. He is cut up now. Fantastic at being able to overcome physical defenses because of his own physicality.
Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And the shot goes down. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Lillard outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Porter finds Rivers. Nurkic with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Jones is running. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Here's Harrison. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Simons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on JaVale McGee. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Here's Harrison. Pass to Rivers. On the wing, Porter. To the paint. Here's Millsap. Portland grabs the miss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
That puts them in the lead. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Rivers dishes to Porter. It's Rivers on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Green, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Here's Anthony. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release and elite score.
And Portland making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. The Nuggets trail by 3. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Back to Rivers. The pass to Harrison. Clock at 6. Fires from 14. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Anthony's shot is off. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Anthony with the block. They retain possession. That's tipped. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break.
Defense turning into offense. Hollis Jefferson doing what he does best.
Here's Harrison. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Porter, here we go. And again, Denver, no good. Trailblazers leading by 5. Lobs it up for Anthony. McCollum finds Anthony. Here's Simons. Nice D from Porter. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Porter passes to Harrison. Outside, Porter. To the inside. Stolen by Cantor. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time. Rising up for the dunk.
Harrison scanning the floor. To the middle. It's picked off. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Hollis Jefferson. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their play.
And so it's Portland bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, they've got Derek Jones. Anthony out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Now Lillard. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. That one misses. And it's Portland the other way. They've led by as much as 10.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
So for the Trailblazers, Cantor comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Little in for Anthony. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Porter passes to Millsap. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Porter.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Here's Lillard, and it's sent back by Millsap.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Portland leading by 5. A 3-ball. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
And if you look at the stats for unassisted jump shot percentage, Lillard is always around the top. He can drain those pull-up jumpers as well as anybody in our league.
Nurkic against Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. Gordon against Jones. And it's Gordon missing. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Little kicks to Lillard. Porter with the steal. Jokic inside. Working on Nurkic.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break champs. And Cantor able to finish. And now a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
1:46 left in the game. Back to Jokic. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Jokic doing a nice job consistently finding the open man.
Lillard with it. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Banked in off the glass. Lillard's got the lead, back up to 10 now for Portland.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defender.
To the paint. Outside Porter. The putback, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
Yeah, Millsap doing good work there with the extra possession, converting on the offensive glass.
And a deep three from Lillard. Can't hit the step-back jump shot.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Gordon. And here's Porter. That shot off. Excellent D from Cantor. That's a 2 from Lillard. Yep, it's good.
A guy who spaces the floor, but also willing to attack the rim. Lillard has confounded the defense all night.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And we've got...
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Robert Covington out there with Little. Then there's Jusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Jones in at the 2. And for the Clippers, they've got Ivica Zubac. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 4. So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Deflects the pass. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Leonard. The dish to Morris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Nasir Little picks one up.
You know, there's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
You got to love the penetration by Paul George. He's really quick on his feet, and the defense cannot handle him right now.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Here's George after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Back to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. 4 on the shot clock.
Well, efficiency from the mid-range has always been a part of Kawhi Leonard's game.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside, Jones. Lillard outside. And Lillard throws it down.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stud. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Now here's Jackson. Outside, George. The 3. They get a bet. Zubac the pass to George. Here's Morris. Back to Jackson. Here's George. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. He can't get that one. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. On the wing, Morris. From deep three-point range, and there's George. That's good on the assist by Morris. George has got 5 now.
You've got to be prepared on the catch to release quickly, and Paul George does that as well as anyone in the league.
Lillard outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. Los Angeles with another miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Trailblazers trail by 3. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. McCollum outside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
Good on the shot.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's McCollum. It's good.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick-and-roll option.
George against Powell. Pass to man on the wing, but two. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
That's what you call filling the lane to perfection. Anthony with the quick hitting bucket.
Here's George. The Blazers getting the bucket. 35 seconds left to play here in the first.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Powell, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
See, the athleticism of Norman Powell is a problem. This guy understands how to get defenders committed to him.
Simons, he's checked in for Giants. He's perfect from the line this time.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it's George again missing.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
How about the strength and explosive nature of Norman Powell? This guy excels at absorbing contact.
The Trailblazers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Offside Rondo, inside, passes to man. Back to Cousins. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 6. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got Morris. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And here again, the Trailblazers in transition. Up the court they go. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist from Covington. McCollum's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers. George looking around.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's Leonard.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Here's McCollum. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets. And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. In the second quarter, held scoreless. The pass to Zubac. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard, that's for 2. And again, no good by the Clippers.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
McCollum with the ball. George picks him up. Here's Simons. Good work defensively by Morris.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
George with the bucket.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Portland.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Clippers trail by 14. Down low. One-on-one here. Zubac kicks to Morris. Zubac the pass to Leonard. And here's Portland. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And it's sent back by George. And it's out of bounds to Portland. No retained possession. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Cantor. Little comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Jones checked in for McCollum. And oh my goodness! Wow. What a play!
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. The Trailblazers have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Clippers trail by 16. Beverly looking around. Nurkic with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's the lob to Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Kennard against Nurkic. Here's Cousins. He can't get it to go. And it's Portland the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Covington dishes to Nurkic. Kicks it to Little. Lillard outside. 5 to shoot. And with the rebound. And Los Angeles guys shooting it disastrous. 25% from the field so far. Batum wide open. He fires. And the Clippers miss again. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Puts it up from 15. Little. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 20.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to Dame Lillard, a player who's improved every year he's been in the league. Guys, and that'll...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Here's who Darius Stotts is starting the second half with. Damian Lillard out there with Jones. Then it's Little. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low.
Yeah, that's phenomenal athleticism on the drive. Paul George just sprints past everyone with ease.
Pass to Lillard. Now here's Cantor. Back to Lillard. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
George against Jones. The shot. George, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pass to Jones. He kicks to Little. Passes it to Lillard. Fires from deep. Jones looking for an opening. Puts up a three. And there's Lillard on the assist by Little. Lillard's got 11.
And part of what makes Dame special, he can pour it in working off the ball. Rare to see a point guard who finds points without the rock in their hands.
And that one's good, George.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Cantor dishes to Nurkic. Little kicks to Jones. Lillard fires away from way outside. Trailblazers keep it alive. Jones the pass to Cantor. Three-pointer, Lillard. Over to the wing. Here's the three. Drops in the tray. Lillard's got 8 points in the quarter.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Leonard kicks to George. Takes the three. Let's go. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Beverly. And that one is off. Now Portland takes it the other way. 1:44 left to play in the third. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's foul number 2 for him. For the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Giles comes in for Little. And Norman Powell subbed in for Anthony Simons. Here's Kennard. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Well, you love it. DeMarcus Cousins drawing the defensive attention and still has the court awareness to make the play.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Kennard up top. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, big frames, great hands, and Cousins a load on the offensive glass.
The pass to Giles. Lets it go from the wing. Bucket is good.
Well, the size advantage playing a big part there. Just calmly rises and fires.
And here's Beverly. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Cousins throws it down.
Well, I'll tell you this. If the defense collapses, if it makes a mistake momentarily, Beverly has the kind of basketball IQ to take advantage.
Outside Covington. And here's McCollum for three. The Clippers grab the miss. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Trailblazers leading by 20. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. From deep. And with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Batuma's out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Rondo in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. A three from McCollum. Kennard with the rebound. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Nice shot by Rondo.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. And here's Covington from the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 21. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Morris is checked in for Batum. Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. Paul George is checked in for Patrick Beverly. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Stolen by George. And now the Clippers on the break. From about 16, Los Angeles with another miss. Trailblazers leading by 21. To the inside, Paul George with the steal. And then Leonard with the dunk.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
McCollum outside. That three off the mark.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
George with the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And George gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. Portland moving the ball around. Back to McCollum, and they call an illegal screen here.
He completely lost focus since the break, turning the ball over multiple times, and that's after no turnovers in the first half.
Clippers trail by 17. Outside Rondo. The shot by George, wide open. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
Portland leading by 13. Lillard surveying the D. He dishes it to Powell. Back to Lillard. Looking to get it going. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. And he knocks down the first one.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Little comes in for Norman Powell. And Jones subbed in for C.J. McCollum.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends. And that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Here's Jones. Lillard, right side. Just 5 on the clock. Rondo with the rebound.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Leonard doesn't give the defense time to react. His catch-and-shoot game is on point.
Outside, Covington. Back to Lillard. Over to the left wing. Little. And it's off from three-point range. And here are the Clippers. They're on a 14-5 run. Left side, George. And Cousins kicks to George. And here's Leonard from 3. The shot, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Portland.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession, we watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Lillard.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Another miss by Leonard. Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Fires for three. And Cantor pulls it down. Lillard fires away from way outside. Misses the shot. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.